These dark chocolate Bailey's pudding pots are decadent and delicious, the perfect way to finish off any meal.
Start out with 175 grams or 2 cups of grated dark or semi-sweet chocolate. If you're using chocolate chips, you'll want to use 1 cup. And if you hate chopping chocolate like I do, you'll want to get yourself a box grater, stick it on its side, and just start grating. It's so much easier, and I find it way less messy than chopping chocolate. Set up a double boiler by placing a heat-proof bowl on top of a pot with some gentle simmering water. Make sure the water isn't touching the bottom of the bowl. To the double boiler, add 100 grams, just over half a cup of mascarpone cheese. I'm going to let the mascarpone melt just gently on the indirect heat before adding in the chocolate. I'm giving my mascarpone a little mix so that it easily integrates into the chocolate. You can see it's much creamier and smoother now. Add in your chocolate and gently whisk, allowing the heat to slowly melt it. Because we finely grated the chocolate, it's going to melt really quickly. You could also put the whole thing in the microwave just until the chocolate has melted. Once the chocolate's melted, add in 45 milliliters, 3 tablespoons of Bailey's, 8 grams, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and about a quarter teaspoon, around 1 gram of salt.
For me, Bailey's is a super festive holiday drink, so it goes great around the festive season. But you could swap this out for any other liqueur that you might like Kahlua, Cointreau, Amaretto. The options are pretty much endless. Or you could go with no alcohol altogether and substitute in a little bit more of that double or heavy cream.
Whisk it until all of the ingredients come together and it's starting to look silky smooth. Then remove it from the heat. Once it's off the heat, I like to give it another good little whisk just to make sure there are no bits of unmelted chocolate. Now set this aside. Whip up 300 milliliters or 1 1/4 cup of double or heavy cream. You could whip this by hand or with an electric mixer, but I'm going to use my stand mixer because it's super fast. Once your cream is whipped to a medium to stiff peak, you're ready to use it. You want to look for the peak to just gently fall over when you pull it up out of the bowl. Add a quarter of your whipped cream to your chocolate mixture. This is our sacrificial whipped cream, and it helps to lighten up the chocolate mixture so that you can more easily fold in the whipped cream to the chocolate. You can see the chocolate mixture has lightened up dramatically already. I like to fold my cream in all at once, so get all of that cream into the bowl and then gently fold them together. I do this by pulling my spatula down the middle of the cream and chocolate and then spinning it around the bowl, doing this repeatedly, pulling up from the bottom and pulling through the middle. You'll want to continue this process until you see no mixture of white and chocolate. You want it to be completely homogenized. And if you have any lumps from your cream, really quickly and gently go in with your whisk just to break them up. You can spoon this into little bowls, but I'm going to be a little bit more fancy and pour mine into a piping bag. Then I'm going to pipe them into shot glasses so that they can set up in the refrigerator. Give each glass a gentle tap so that the top settles.
You'll want to chill these in the fridge for 1 hour before serving. The ganache is optional, but it does really add a nice texture and flavor to the dessert, so I would highly recommend giving it a try.
While those are setting, let's get back to our double boiler. Set yourself up a fresh, clean double boiler, and to the bowl, add in 50 milliliters, 1/4 cup of double or heavy cream. Now add in 50 grams, around 1/8 of a cup of grated chocolate, or about 1/3 a cup of chocolate chips. Whisk this together over the double boiler until the chocolate begins to melt. This is a standard ratio for ganache, but if you want a runnier consistency, you could add in more cream. I've added in another 20 milliliters, just over a tablespoon of cream, and that's the consistency I'm looking for. Spoon or pipe your ganache over your chocolate pots. Give them another tap so the ganache settles on the top. You could also use a spoon just to spread it out so that it reaches the edges. I'm adding a few chocolate shavings to the top of my chocolate pots by taking a vegetable peeler and grating my chocolate with it. It makes the perfect little curls. Top each pudding with the chocolate shavings, and I like to add a little sprinkling of flaky sea salt. It really brings out the chocolate. It's so decadent and delicious, a real chocolate lover's dream.
Because it's so rich, you won't want to eat a large quantity of this dessert, so I put mine in shot glasses, and it makes about 8 to 12. If you're looking for more tasty treats, you have to check out my desserts playlist. Thank you so much for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button because I come out with a new video every week. See you in the next one.